Bill Wyman will be 87 years old in the year 2024. In the London neighborhood of Lewisham, he was born on October 24, 1936. It was Molly and William Perks who gave birth to Bill Wyman. In December of 1962, Bill Wyman became a member of the Rolling Stones. He began his career in music in the middle of the 1950s when he developed an interest in rock and roll. His first bass guitar was purchased in 1961, and he was a member of a band called the Cliftons. He was initially self-taught musically. The Rolling Stones, who were looking for a bassist at the time, were drawn to Wyman because of his approach and sound, which were both distinctive. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Brian Jones, and Charlie Watts were joining him at the time, and Ronnie Wood joined them later. In the early 1960s, Wyman became a member of the famed band The Rolling Stones, which made him a part of some of the most iconic songs in the history of rock music. This was the beginning of Wyman's path to become a rock star. As a result of his consistent and rhythmic bass lines, the Rolling Stones sound became a cornerstone component, which contributed to the definition of an era in music. Wyman has followed a variety of interests outside of his time with the Stones, including as archaeology, photography, and writing, which demonstrates the breadth and depth of his abilities. He was accepted into the band after a successful audition, and he made a big contribution to the band's success and the legacy they would leave behind. Bill Wyman's departure from the Rolling Stones is a mystery. The 1993 was that Bill Wyman parted ways with the Rolling Stones. In order to pursue other interests outside of the tremendous expectations of being a member of one of the most famous rock bands in the world, he made the decision to stop being a member of the band. He also wanted to live a more peaceful life. His final performance with the Rolling Stones as an official member took place in 1990 during the Urban Jungle Tour, which was a component of the broader Steel Wheels Urban Jungle Tour that they were traveling at the time. The songs It's Only Rock and Roll and Honky Tonk Women were consecutively performed by Wyman at the London gigs that took place on November 25th and 29th, 2012. The year 2023 marked Wyman's brief return to recording with the Rolling Stones. He contributed bass to the song Live by the Sword that was included on the band's album Hackney Diamonds. In 1959, he obtained a divorce from Diane Corey, whom he had married. They only had one child, a son named Stephen. Despite the fact that they divorced in 1991, he wed Mandy Smith in 1989. A huge age gap between them, as well as the circumstances surrounding their relationship, contributed to the scandal that surrounded their marriage. In 1993, he then tied the knot with Suzanne Acosta. Matilda May, Catherine Noel, and Jessica Rose are the three girls that they have together as a couple. As a result of his time spent with the Rolling Stones, Bill Wyman is today enjoying a more peaceful existence away from the bright spotlight. Also, he is the founder of a band known as Bill Wyman's Rhythm Kings, which has issued a number of CDs and is active on a regular basis.